In this video, we will derive an expression for open belt drive, the length for the open belt drive here. Okay, so open belt drive is here two pulleys are there, the bigger pulley one and the next one is smaller pulley. These two pulleys are connected with the help of the belt, that is open belt. Okay, so we need to calculate the total length here. Okay, so the bigger pulley is called driver and it is the larger pulley, and the smaller pulley is driven and it is the smaller pulley here. Okay, we'll go one by one here. Consider an open belt drive as shown in figure. Okay, let bigger pulley is larger pulley is driver and smaller pulley is driven. As we know, in open belt the both driver and driven rotates in the same direction, either it will be clockwise or anti-clockwise. So generally we are considered in clockwise direction, as here the directions shown in the picture here. Since it is open belt drive, both pulleys rotates in same direction. Okay, and here O1 and O2 are the centers of the driver and driven. Let O1 and O2 are centers of driver and driven pulley. And R1 and R2. R1 is the radius of larger pulley and R2 is the radius of smaller pulley. R1 and R2 are radii of driver and driven pulleys. So what is the L here? L is the distance between O1 and O2. Okay, so L equal to, so distance between O1 and O2. So now we need to consider what are the points E, F, G and H. E and G are the points from where the belt leaves the driver pulley. Similarly, F and H are the points from where the belt leaves the driven pulley here. Okay, let E and G are the points from where belt leaves driver pulley. Okay, so similarly F and H are points from where belt leaves a driven pulley. Now we made a little bit construction here. I'll draw from O2, I'll draw a line parallel to EF. Okay, parallel to EF. Draw a line, just I'll draw here. And here the point I mentioned as M. From O2, draw O2M parallel to EF, here. Okay, if O2M is parallel to EF, then we can say that the O2M is also perpendicular to O1E, right? It means here this is 90 degree here. Therefore, O2M is perpendicular to O1E here. Okay. Construction here. This angle I'll call as alpha. Let alpha equal to angle between O1, O2 and O2M. Okay, and O2M. Now we consider the triangle O1M and O2. This is right angle triangle, right? Because this is 90 degree here. We know that O1M O2 is right angle triangle. Therefore, now if this is alpha, here this angle also we can consider as alpha, and here also we consider as alpha here. Okay. Now I am considering the triangle O1M and O2. O1M and O2. Okay. From this triangle, what is sin alpha here? Sin of alpha equal to the O1M divided by O1 O2, because here 90 degrees there. O1 O2. Okay. So now, what is O1M in terms of R1 and R2? This we know that this is R1, radius R1, and this is radius R2. O1M, can I write O1M equal to O1E minus ME? That is O1E minus ME. Okay, divided by what is O1 O2? O1 O2 is L, that is L here. Again, further simplification, what is O1 O1E? O1E is the R1, radius of the bigger pulley, that is R1, minus ME is parallel to this OF here, that is I call O2F. O2F equal to ME, right? That I'll write it as R2 divided by L. Okay, this is sin alpha. This alpha is very small. Since alpha is very small, therefore sin alpha is nearly equal to alpha, that will be equal to R1 minus R2 divided by L. Okay, this called as equation A here. Now we'll come to the total length here. Okay, total length of the belt is, just I'll explain here, the arc GJE plus length EF plus arc FKH plus length HG. Okay, this is total length. I'll write here total length equal to L, that will be equal to arc GJE plus length EF plus arc FKH plus length GH. Okay, length GH. Now again, if I simplify, arc GJE equal to 2 times JE. Okay, that is 2 times arc JE. I'll write this one. Okay, plus EF plus similarly arc FKH equal to 2 times FK, right? 2 times arc FK plus GH. This is GH. Again simplify, this will be equal to 2 times arc JE. EF equal to GH. that is EF equal to GH here. Okay, both are equal. Therefore, both I can write this will like write is at 2 times EF here. Okay, plus 2 times arc FK. Arc FK. Again simplify. That will be equal to 2 times arc JE plus EF plus FK. This is total length. Okay, call this one as equation number 1. This is arc FK. Okay, now we will go one by one. Arc JE is we need to write in terms of R1 and R2, and then we'll find EF, then we'll find arc FK, then we'll substitute here. Okay, first I'll write arc JE. Arc JE equal to, this is JE, right? JE, we know that the arc length, that is general formula, arc length equal to R into theta, right? R into theta. This is general equation. Apply same here. JE, arc JE equal to R is R1, that is radius of the bigger pulley, that is R1 into what is the theta here? Theta is, this is pi by 2 plus alpha, that is JE here, pi by 2 plus alpha. Therefore, pi by 2 plus alpha here. Okay, this is JE. Similarly, first I'll write arc FK. FK, that is arc FK equal to, how much the arc FK here? That is pi by 2 minus alpha, right? That is the angle into R1, that is R into theta. R2, sorry, R2. This is R2 is the radius of the smaller pulley. R2 into pi by 2 minus alpha here. Now this is finished, arc FK. Now we need to find EF, length EF here. Okay, for that I'll go here, length EF. How to find out length EF here? That is length EF equal to, EF is equal to MO2. I'll consider here, that is MO2. That will be equal to, we know that MO2 O1 is right angle triangle. Okay, so MO2 I will write the square root of O1 O2 whole square minus O1M square. Okay, I simplify here. O1 O2 is how much? We know that L, that is the length of the center here, that is square root of L square minus O1M is we know that O1E minus ME, right? O1E minus ME, that is directly I'll write R1 minus R2 whole square. Okay, this one. Next, this just again I'll simplify here, take L outside. This will be equal to 1 minus R1 minus R2 divided by L. This is whole square here. This is EF, length EF. Since expand this equation by using binomial theorem. Okay, expanding above equation by using binomial theorem. How we'll write here? EF equal to L into 1 minus half of R1 minus R2 divided by L whole square plus so on here. Okay, simplify this one here, L minus this, just take the simplify, L minus R1 minus R2 whole square divided by 2L. Okay, divided by 2L here. This is EF. Now we found EF, we found JE, we found FK here, FK. Okay, here we found. Substitute all this in the total length. Equation 1. We know that here equation 1 is there. Now substitute in this equation. Therefore, L equal to 2 times. What is arc JE? Arc JE is R1 into pi by 2 plus alpha. That is R1 into pi by 2 plus alpha. Okay, plus EF. Now we derived here EF, L minus R1 minus R2 whole square divided by 2L, divided by 2L. This is EF. Plus, what is arc FK? Arc FK we derived here, right? That is R2 into pi by 2 plus alpha. This is total length here. Okay, total length of the belt here. We simplify here. This will be equal to 2 into, simplify, R1 into pi by 2 plus R1 into alpha plus L minus R1 minus R2 divided by 2L, R1 minus R2 whole square divided by 2L here, plus R2 into pi by 2 plus R2 into alpha. This is pi by 2 minus alpha here. So here we will get minus here. If we go on simplifying here, finally we will get total the expression is pi into R1 plus R2 plus 2 alpha into R1 minus R2 plus 2L into 2L minus R1 minus R2 whole square divided by L here. This is total length. Okay. Now we know that alpha in the beginning we derived alpha. Here the alpha value is R1 minus R2 divided by L. Substitute this alpha in this equation here. Okay, and simplify here. Therefore, substitute alpha equal to R1 minus R2 divided by L from equation E. Therefore, total length, this length equal to pi into R1 plus R2. This will becomes whole square here. R1 plus R2 plus 2 into alpha is R1 minus R2 divided by L into R1 minus R2 plus 2L minus R1 minus R2 whole square divided by L. Simplify the next one. L equal to pi into R1 plus R2 plus 2 times R1 minus R2 whole square divided by L plus 2L minus R1 minus R2 whole square divided by L here. Again further simplify here, that is the pi into R1 plus R2 plus 2L, this is plus 2L plus here this minus this, it will goes R1 minus R2 whole square divided by L. Therefore, that is R1 minus R2 whole square divided by L here. This is the total length of the belt here. Okay. if you see the total, how to analyze here, the 2 times L, this is GH and EF are L plus L, 2 times L we are getting here, and related to here the bigger pulley pi into R1 plus R2, here pi into R1 plus R2, and related to smaller R1 minus whatever here it is there, R1 minus R2 whole square divided by L here we are getting here. This is the total length of the belt. Okay.